Hey, look, the best financial decision I ever made in my adulthood was to stop having car notes. That was the best financial decision out of all the money I'd have made, all the money I'd have spent. It was not having a car note. Granted, I ain't gonna lie, I got hella cars. But I got pink slips to the motherfucker, all clean titles, all paid with cash. Car notes just put the icing on the cake, bro. They gonna keep you broke. And I sell cars too. So me knowing how the finance game go, I'ma just be honest. Like, I ask everybody, because people be asking me for advice on when they purchasing cars. I asked them this: do you think your life is gonna go planned for 72 months? You know how long 72 months is? Like, you do your math. Like, do you think life is going to go $1,000 a month as planned for 72 months? You ponder that on your own. You feel me? You answer that question. Or 1,500 or 1,200. I don't give a fuck if you make 10, 20,000 a month on paper and all that, bro. Car note icing on the cake. That shit. But my rule of thumb, personally, if I can't buy that car like just a couple times, it ain't gotta be 5, it ain't gotta be 4, just like 3 times, because granted, some shit I want is expensive. Like, matter of fact, really, if the car is past 30,000.
What we see people are starting to be smart and understand the reason why a lot of people are broke is because of car notes. If you can't afford it to buy it outright, then you shouldn't get the vehicle. A lot of people are worried about keeping up with the Joneses, so they're willing to have a car payment just so they have the car, but the bank is winning, not you. Do you understand as soon as you drive off that lot, you're going to lose depreciation on the car and all of that? So you should be working out a deal to get that car cheaper and buy it cash. Stop trying to keep up. Stop trying to show off and get a car payment. That's all that's doing is messing you up in the future, because like you said, is your life going to be the same from now to the end of that car payment? Probably not. It's going to be different. You may lose a job. You may earn more money. Things might happen, but you can't be having a car note for so long and thinking your life is going to be the same. People are broke today mainly because of a mortgage and their car, overspending in their house poor, and they get a car that they know they shouldn't be able to get, but they use financing just to have it by keeping up with the Joneses. You have to be smart. What we see around people being broke and worried about jobs is you look at what they're spending their money on. A lot of times you could just buy a car and just deal with that. I seen somebody, they had a car, they saw how much car payments were, and they needed a new engine, so they paid $4,000 to get their engine replaced, and they were just fine and kept it moving. You have to make smarter decisions now, because as you see in this climate of the economy of your life, things won't be the same. You have to worry about stacking cash. Always remember this: when you're going into these places to buy a car, cash is king. Financing is not in your best interest. It's better to buy it cash, and now you're good. You want to be winning. You want the leverage. You want to be able to pay for something and not worry about the payment. Everybody should be striving to that. Understand in the interim, you want to get a payment just to have a car, but get a car that you can afford really good. Don't get something that's above or top of how much you can afford. But the goal of your life should be owning everything. Owning your cars, owning your house. Yes, it takes time. The reason why people get these high payments and finance these things just to have it is because they're not willing to be patient. So what you should do is you should stack up your money. Buy a car that you can own outright. Because you know why? That's one less person coming to your door every month at their handout talk about you owe me money. The key to a good life, the key to retire quickly is to have the least amount of people coming to your door asking for money every month. That's why you should, put yourself in a position to buy a house cash. You live where your money can afford, not what you can afford just for the month. You want to be able to afford that house completely, that car completely. You don't want to worry about those bills. You want to continue to live your life, but you don't want to be working for monthly bills. You want to be working for your investments, and in return, your investments will be working for you, but you have to be smart. Too many people are trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they end up in debt, and they end up trying to chase this perfect credit score, but at the end of the day, what happens, the only person that wins is the bank.
It's a no-go for me. Like, now, am I going to finance something in the future? Yes. But is that motherfucker going to get paid off in 6 months? Yes, really might get paid off in 2 payments, for real, for real. But it's just like, bro, when I see a person with a new car, like expensive shit, I just think of debt. Like, that's bad debt. Now, if I'm going to debt for a business to make money, cool. But if I'm going in a debt just to, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe in using your hard-earned money to go buy lavish like that. And when I say hard-earned, I mean, like, if you ain't got that shit on auto pay, that's your hard-earned money. If that shit ain't coming out of this shit you really work hard for, okay, but I got a little passive investment, passive income. I got 3-4 rental cars. This shit is paying my car note. I don't even think about my car note getting paid because it's motherfucker not coming out of the money that I work hard for, I flip, or the shit, you feel me? It's coming out of some compound, not some flip. You get me? So, like, yeah, bro, that car note, yeah, I don't even recommend car notes for nobody, bro. Go get you a $2,000-$3,000 car, $4,000 car, bro, and just ride around and be cool, bro. Cause it's not even worth it, and it don't mean it don't. It do not define you, bro. It do not define you, lady. It does not define you, girl. It does not define you. I swear to God, it don't.
That's why people get nice cars and willing to do anything to get that payment, and paying 20-30% on interest on getting the vehicle is because they care about everybody else's opinion. You know how you wonder, and you start to realize as you get older, the less you care about people's opinion, the more money you get to save and keep. That's the thing you want to get to. You want to get to a point where you don't care what people think. You want to get what you want to get and what your money can afford, and you're happy with that. The reason why people go broke is because you're trying to impress people. You're trying to put people in a position to say, good car, nice car, that's cool, that's cool. Nah, who cares? They don't really care about you. They hating low key. So put yourself in a position to use your money to buy assets to, give you a good life and give you a stress-free life, but don't spend your money and getting a car payment on something that you can't afford. And then you're trying to get something that's going to put you further and further in debt. And then it's a liability, because what if you lose your job? It's just one of those things that you just got to be smart and just understand patience. You can get everything you want, everything you dreamed of, if you have patience.
Because most people, bro, is struggling in turn. When you go to these auctions, it's so many cars that's been repossessed. If you go, look online and see how many cars have been repossessed. It's one of the highest years in history for repossessions. Bro, everybody live outside their means. The cars they don't even be worth that shit. They don't even make cars the same. Cars raggedy as now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just some little food for thought, bro. Get rid of that car now. Go buy you a cash car and be balling out this.
Hey, a lot of cursing, but I definitely understand what he's saying, and I love to see the hood people making sense. Don't go into debt trying to impress people. Go into debt by getting businesses that's going to make you money to pay off the debt, so you don't have to stress and go to work to a job that you don't care about just to pay off a note. Put yourself in a financial position. A lot of people go broke by making the wrong decision when they get money. Right? Instead of putting it in investments, you put it into things that you always want, into things that don't make you money, to things that depreciate. And then you go broke, and now you're working for the rest of your life for those things that you have. And then you end up not even liking those things. So it's just one of those things that, yes, a lot of people can't afford their car notes. That's why cars get repossessed. It's because they're in a situation where they can't afford it. You just got to be smart and put your money up in the right places and let your money work for you. But the key thing to that is having patience. But also, too, stop caring about what people think, because they don't really care. If you pull up in a nice car, they say that it's a nice car, but really they jealous of you. But be smart. The reason why a lot of people are broke today, a lot of reason why people are putting pressure on getting a job is because they're spending. They have high car notes, high mortgages, high credit cards. It's all self-inflicted. It has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with Trump. It has all to do with them. Put yourself in a position to where your debt is not putting pressure on you to do just about anything just to survive. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, going to keep this thing rocking, keep it going. Make sure you tap into the No Filter Morning Show Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Appreciate you guys, and I'm out.